Richard, 2020 is going to be a big year for political negotiations regarding Britain's future relationship with the EU. What is the RHA doing and how involved are you in this process?
So the RHA is at the heart of those conversations in terms of the transition for the UK leaving the EU at the end of this year. I know we've already exited the EU at the end of January, but this year is probably an even bigger year. We've got 10.5 months left now to prepare ourselves for that transition. An enormous amount of work to do with government in terms of planning the customs process. What does the customs process look like? How many customs agents have we got? How do we prepare traders? How do we prepare hauliers and distribution businesses ready for that transition? And how do we make sure that government understands those practical and tactical operational demands and needs of our industry to make sure we exit seamlessly? And that's going to be a massive challenge for us this year.
How responsive do you think government has been and is going to be to your requests and the issues that you're raising?
Well, I think government is listening. I was, at a meeting yesterday with Michael Gove, and we were talking about the requirements of this industry. And I guess what he's saying to us is that business needs to have no regrets in terms of not planning properly. And we've said very clearly that government therefore needs to work to deadlines and timescales to give us the information in order to plan, but also the commercial and financial support to pay for the infrastructure that needs to be in place before the end of this year.
What message do you have for operators who are having to make investments, make decisions about the future of their business in such a difficult and transitional time?
I think for operators, at the moment they're facing probably an unprecedented number of issues. Whether it's Brexit, whether it's clean air zones, whether it's the future investment that they need to make in trucks. Are they buying the right truck for the future needs and demands of how quickly government are going to put regulations in place around clean air, etc. What does that playing field look like? So the CV show is a really important place to come to talk to those truck manufacturers that are there, but to associations and bodies like ourselves that can help support guidance, looking to the future and looking to what are the future demands going to be for our industry.
What do you think the key highlights are likely to be this year at the CV show?
I think there's so much changing within I guess the logistics and distribution world. Truck manufacturers, it's really important that the truck manufacturers come to the show. With Brexit, how are we going to get the UK market to engage with what's predominantly European manufacturers? In future years, I think it's really important that the truck manufacturers use this as a platform to be able to network with our members who buy their trucks. 98% of everything that's consumed in the UK at some point is sat on the back of a truck. So UK logistics is critically important to the UK economy.